Hello guys, today we have a slightly different video. Instead of creating a game, we will make a trailer for the game that I've been working on lately, GTA 6. For the storyline, we will not use Unity, but AI software. Lately, creating photos and video using AI has improved a lot, and I think it will play an important role in our entertainment in future. So let's see how we can use it. First we will need some consistent characters to play in our video. So I've searched for the main character of GTA 6, Jason Duval, and there are some images of him, but there is not a lot. And what we can do is install a program called ComfyUI, and it can be used to generate images with the use of AI and enhance images as well. And this is a workflow. I downloaded it. I will show you in the link in the description, and you can use it to change this character and to make it into multiple views and multiple different emotions. So this is the workflow. It's quite complicated, but as I said, you can just download it. You should only make sure that over here you put in the right models that you need to download separately. They are quite large, and if you have the wrong version, it will probably not work. So it's a bit of a nuisance to set this up, but once it's done, you can just run it like this, and you will end like the characters over here have been generated with this workflow in ComfyUI. You can see we have now the one picture, and it has changed it to multiple views from each angle, and also different emotions and different lightings. And then we have enough information that we can use to create a LoRa. That's like a small AI model that you can use to create images that contain this object, so this character in this case. In order to train our mini model with the Jason Duval character, I will use Flux Gym, and I've used this Pinokio. It's like a container that you can use for multiple AI programs, and it's just easier to install the programs like this Flux Gym. And with this Flux Gym we can train our model. And so I'm going to import all the images that I have now of this Jason Duval character, and we need to make a description for them. But first we need to set a name. So let's call this Jason Duval, but with an 1 at the end. You want to make this name as specific as possible. Actually, it's about the trigger word that should be specific. So we can keep this like Jason Duval, but we will make this quite unique, so that once we use this in our description of the image, it will absolutely recognize that this is this model we're talking about. So now you can add captions. You can write them yourself, but this Florence 2 program can generate them for you. It recognizes what's on the picture and will use that to create a caption. And there's already the name in it. You can extend this a little bit if you want to have more specific information in here. The better description you have of your character, the better the AI understands what it's actually about. But usually this is like enough. We got plenty of images. Usually even 10 images is enough to create such a decent LoRa that you can use in our text to image generation. So now all we need to do is set everything right. I have not that many VRAM, so I will put it to this value. I think the rest is decent. And if we now press train button, start training, then it will start generate the LoRa, but that will take a couple of hours. Over here you can see the generated LoRa, so the generated model of Jason Duval, and over here you can see the properties of that LoRa. You can see that the name Jason Duval 1 is a very popular word you can use to trigger this LoRa. You can also use the word man. It's in a lot of those images as well, because that was the description that was generated by that Florence. But this is not so unique. There is a lot of training data that has man in it. So if you use that, you'll probably end up with not a good character. So this is what we need to use. By the way, I've also added a female character for a video, and you can guess who is this. Again, this is generated with the ComfyUI model, with the different poses and different emotions, and I've added a few images that I found and created a LoRa of this as well. And now I've also installed this program Stability Matrix, which is also like a container for a lot of different AI image generation tools. And you can see I've used ComfyUI as well for this, but I've also installed this Stable Diffusion Web UI Forge. And once you run it, you get a web interface. This is it, and you can use it for Flux or for Stable Diffusion. And these are programs that you can use to generate images from text or from other images. And I've added my own LoRa to that, the Jason Duval LoRa. It's over here. So with this extension, the model can not only generate images of general things, but also of the specific things like this Jason Duval guy that I've created. So in this case, I've inputted text over here. Jason Duval 1 standing on top of a skyscraper. And this is the image that it generated. So you can see that character. And in the background you can see actually a skyscraper. So in this way we can generate multiple images of our main character in different situations, like running on the street, stealing a car and stuff. And once we have enough images, we will use them to generate a video. Once we have enough images, we can generate a video. I'm using image to video. You could also use text to video, but it is very difficult to make a right text to get the right video from that, and it will take a lot of time. So it's better to first create some pictures, and once the pictures are as you wish, then from that pictures you can create the motion with this image to video programs. And one of them is this one, is called LTX. That's a good one. Another one over here is One Young. And how they usually work is you put in the image and also some text, like over here it's now a guy running, and then it will create a guy running out of this image. Of course this one is not so suitable for running because we don't see the legs, but we could make this like a guy talking or smiling. And then we have a small video, usually up to about 5 to 10 seconds, where he is just moving his mouth and doing whatever you want him to do. This takes a lot of time, so if you don't want to do that, you can also go to the online versions, like this one, the hailuoai. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but with this online tool you can also generate image to video. You can see that I've generated quite a few over here because it doesn't take so much time, and it requires less power, because generating a video on my local system will keep me my PC running for many hours using a lot of electricity. So the only thing is that if you want to have this, you need to pay for it. You can generate a few images for free, but they will have like a watermark, like over here. Once we have enough small video parts, we can stitch them together, and we can also crop them and rescale them and stuff. And for that I'm using CapCut. It has some free features, but some are also paid, and therefore you need a description as well. But even in the free mode you can use quite some cool features. And you can use it, for example, to crop this image, like so, if you want to have a part not displayed. For example, the watermark that was generated by the previous tool. And then you can just resize it again like this. And another advantage of this using this CapCut is that it can generate video in high quality, like 8K. So it can upscale your videos as well. You could generate the voice for the characters by speaking it in yourself with friends or something like that, and maybe use a vocoder, but you can also use AI generated speech. It used to be very plastic sound, but it's become really good these days, and 11 Labs is one of the best in my opinion for this. You can see
in the ancient land of Eldoria, where skies shimmered and forests whispered secrets to the wind.
You can see that it sounds very natural, and you can even add hints to make the pronouns different. And that's ideal, especially also for voiceover that we want to have in our trailer. We also want to have our logo and some special effects with text in our trailer. So for that, the best program in my opinion is Adobe After Effects. And you can download thousands of templates online for free and modify them a little bit so that you have your own special effect. And this is one of the effects that I found and modified to use it with my text on it. And then finally I put everything together by using Windows Movie Maker. This is kind of an old program, and I should maybe replace that with something more advanced, but I like it for its simplicity, and I've modified it a little bit so it can generate 4K video, and it still works great for me. I can just put the different parts of video together and change things like their speed and cut them a little bit, and add also sounds to the different parts. So that's just for putting everything together, and then we can save it as a 4K 60 FPS movie. That's all. I will upload the result in a different video. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. All the best to you guys. See you.